Hi guys. This week I will be talking about goodness gracious. Oh, and my hair is acting all funny. The wealth gap between African Americans and white people this week. This relates to my life because in another class we were literally the same week talking about redlining back in 1934, and we were still seeing results from it to this day. Redlining was where there was a barrier to where it was really hard for African Americans to purchase houses in white neighborhoods. And in result of this, we do see a lot of cities and places people consider bad areas where a lot of African Americans live now. This is a huge gap between race and where they live throughout the city and outside the city. Another example would be that, another life example. My sister did work in Teach for America, where they send teachers to low income areas to help teach. And she got the opportunity to teach back home in Minneapolis in the city, and her whole class was Somali or African American. And this just shows the minorities where the minorities are located throughout the city, and one of the many examples of the wealth gap between different races and groups. And so I'm kind of just talking about it because, I got an opportunity to grow up in the suburbs. So I really didn't live much in the city, but whenever I would go into the city to like play basketball and stuff like that, basketball really just taught me how to see just all walks of life. And I've traveled the country, I've traveled to different countries. And so being able to play like inner city schools, you found most of them being African American or more diverse as well. And so I just thought that was very interesting because when you sit there and look at the history of just like how it made it hard for people of color to buy houses in the suburban areas, and now a lot of them now live in the city, and now they're really considered like bad areas. And so I just thought that was very interesting. And I seen it firsthand with Minneapolis, and I know there's a lot of other examples too as well. I had went to Milwaukee actually, and that's one of the areas that's really bad. Like literally, you just turn on the wrong street, and it is just a terrible area. But then you could turn on another street, and it would be a really nice area. So it's just really weird to see firsthand. And now that I'm older, like kind of understanding it and learning more about it. And so yeah, thank you guys.